What marketing methods do you believe are the most effective for generating new customers for your business?
Years ago, you could put out one marketing method. You could put out a yellow page. Remember the yellow pages? That's a long time ago. You could put out a yellow page ad, and then every couple of months drop 10,000 flyers. You drop 10,000 flyers, get 15, 16 phone calls. Not anymore. Before you did one method, you got 10 calls. Now you got to do 10 methods, and hopefully you'll get a call from each one of those methods. I still do print ads. As a matter of fact, we had 2 calls yesterday from a small coupon booklet that went out in the city. 2 phone calls, 2 appointments. So whatever they saw there, they liked. But guess how they came through? One of them phoned us on the telephone. The other one went through a website and sent a message to the website. It wasn't until we questioned them the second time that we realized they only went to the website to have a look at the website to judge whether they were going to come to us or not. They loved the website. They thought it looked very friendly and very family oriented, and then they sent us a message, but didn't mention anything about the finest values until when I talked to them on the phone. I said, "Did you hear about us anywhere else?" They said, "Well, as a matter of fact, it was the finest values in a little booklet." So that's one method. And of course, outreach programs, going to schools. There's not one method. There's 20.
So businesses, you're thinking business today have to really put out a big web, of everything, and people come in and instead of just a phone call anymore, now they come in over the phone, over Facebook, over email, and your website.
Absolutely. And you know what? Just because they go through your website, you have to dig deeper. You can't just think, martial arts came into their brain, so they looked up martial arts, they Googled martial arts in Kingston or kickboxing in Kingston. No, they saw somewhere. There was someone that spoke to them. Referrals are big, but not always do you know it's a referral until you dig. So you got to ask those secondary, you got to ask 2 and 3 questions deep to find out how they found out about us. And I think with any business, it's the same thing. You have to make sure that you dig. A web lead is a web lead, but it's not really a web lead. They came to your website through the web, yes, but they found you somewhere else.
Yeah. Now, Dan, you made a lot of investment in generating new leads. Once they become a client, once they become and have an inquiry with your business, what methods do you use to maintain contact with those clients?
We have an email system that we use. That came from someone I'm speaking with right now. So we have an email system that we use, which I admit has to be used a little bit more. It's just, we just do. We have to do a little bit more. But we do send out a lot of, at least 1 or 2 emails a month. But we do a lot of events at the school, too. Give an example, we've got a Halloween movie night coming up. We have our Christmas holiday parties coming up. We do fundraisers with our local chapter, the Kingston Cancer Society, of which I'm a member now, a committee member. We just got finished the big, really big event where we had 200 kids come in. So we also, we have a method on where kids can start from a very beginner. They can move into something we call the Black Belt Club, which gives them extra time in class. They learn extra techniques, and as they go further from there, they have something that we have competitive groups. We keep them captivated by offering more programs like our weapons program, things of this nature. So it's not just one thing that we do. And also we also have our attendance calls. If somebody's not there for about a week or week and a half, they'll get a phone call or an email saying, "Hey, we missed you. Where are you?" Could have been anything. Could have been something that happened in life. Something could have happened in class that we didn't even know about that we'll have to jump on right away. Yeah. Because after about 2 or 3 weeks not seeing anybody, as we all know, they're not coming back.
How do you believe technology is going to impact your business over the next 5 years?
We as a school have to jump on that. I believe, and this is my belief, I believe a school owner or a business owner, if they think for a minute, with the way technology is going, if they think for a minute they're going to corner the market and do it all themselves, I think they're going to be mistaken. I think there's going to be room for small companies, big companies to come in and consult these businesses. I'm a martial arts instructor. I'm not a Facebook advertiser. I'm not a Twitter advertiser. I'm, you know, just talking to you on Skype was an undertaking for me today. But if I spent all my time learning all that, spending all my time on that, guess what's gonna hurt? My in-class technique, my teaching. I'm not gonna be in the class anymore. Our instructors are there for creativity, creating great classes, running great programs inside the school. It's my belief that if they haven't yet, a company better put some dollars away in a budget to bring in a consulting company and to start doing that. Because if you haphazardly do it, like I hate to admit that I've been doing it recently, then we're going to be into we're going to start sinking. Because if you're not evolving, and this is evolution, you're going to go extinct, just like the dinosaur. I mean, that's just the way it is. And you know, I'd like to think I could go out and take a course on how to Facebook properly, and maybe I could, and I would be good at it for about 3 months until it all changed again, until something new came along. But that's not my business. That's
I think the biggest key is that, just like you mentioned, is that your martial arts has evolved and you've kept up with the times. You had to make sure you used the modern philosophies, the modern studies of how to teach kids, and grown. And so you're finding the value now in being able to outsource some of that stuff so you can focus on what you're good at.
Well, that's it. Yeah. You know, I don't think that for me, going out and having an employee go to a college program or a part-time college program, learning how to do all these things, the 4 or 5 different social media campaigns that you can start doing and stay on, and study the reports that are coming in, knowing which is working and which is not working, because that's important stuff. And then all of a sudden, well, they're so ingrained in that, they're not teaching great classes anymore, and they're becoming good at this. But 4, 5, 6, 8 months later, guess what? I'm sending them to another course. 6, 8 months later, I'm sending them to another course. I'm spending money on this where I could be just leaving that in the hands of somebody who's well-trained and is staying abreast of all the new updated technologies that are going on out there. And I don't care whether you're an electrician or whether you're running a cookie store or your own little wine shop. Know your wine and let somebody else know all the other stuff that's coming out there. It used to be, like I said, you could throw 10,000 flyers out there, get 10 calls. That was easy. I could do that. I could make a decision on a yellow page ad. Not anymore.